Hey everybody, I'm at Coeur d'Alene Lake. It's a beautiful day, it's a little cloudy, and I'm with Mark. Mark, again, has no mask. This is a fantastic city, and that's what I love about it. They're not all scared running with masks on. And you had a rhyme, what did you say?
When you run in fear, the government owns your rear.
And so tell me about what your feelings are, what's going on.
Well, I personally have never believed not 1 minute of it. I believe it's a movement for government control worldwide. And, there's two things that you got to do to control a society or a world of people. One's through the economy and one's through fear. You got to have an epidemic of some sort. And what I mean by the economy, which means you break the economy of businesses and people making a living and making profit. And then what happens is you got a man that comes in, a man of power, that's got all the answers. When that happens, then be careful because it's definitely coming. Keep your eyes open.
I just saw a video, and what was tuberculosis, I think, just killed a couple million people or something, and they didn't have everyone wearing masks, or the economy didn't get shut down. Over 1.5 million people dying from that. So
Yes.
there's a lot of very strange things that are going to be coming out, I think, in the news.
Well, if you really study the situation with the mask, it's a proven fact that the mask is not going to stop the spread of a virus. The molecules of the germ, or whatever you want to perceive it as, is too small for a mask to stop the penetration. So if you're talking with it, it's going to still come out, and that's really the issue. So these people that are all convinced that a mask is going to save their lives are being fooled.
And I totally, from the very beginning, said they had it wrong when they said social distancing. You certainly don't want to be socially distant from anyone because we're social creatures. Physically distant makes sense. 6 to 8 feet away, they sneeze, you're safe. But the mask, I always thought, was more designed so you didn't touch your face.
Well, it's also that, and you got to stop and ask yourself, I'm not going to mention what it is, but what is it in society in this world that cover their face? Just answer the question. Who are the people that cover their face in public?
Muslims?
That's it. There you go. And I'm not a Muslim.
No.
And I refuse to cover my face.
Yeah, I mean, I was just in Vegas and San Francisco and Seattle. It's they're faceless cities now. Indoors and out. It's so uncomfortable.
That's right.
And I'm not happy with it at all.
Yep.
And I just believe that physical distancing, I wish they change it because that they just got it wrong, and it sends a wrong signal to be socially distant.
Well, here's the deal. If you're really worried about catching a germ, you might as well live in a bubble, okay? Because germs are prevalent. If you're in society, you're going to have germs. And there's going to be colds caught or flus caught or whatever caught. Then there's other sicknesses that are caught by food that we eat or water that we drink or what's in the air. And the government knows that. And anybody with any kind of intelligence knows that. That's why people that are really into their health eat organic food and are real careful what they put in their body. Real careful. But those that don't know the difference just eat whatever, and that's what creates the pollutions in your body.
Breaks down your immune system.
That's right.
It's also, what was I going to say? People who are indoors for 3 months and wash their hands 10 times a day indoors and become sterile are going to be in a real sad state, even if we don't have COVID, because we need germs to fight off,
The immune system.
yeah.
And you're exactly right. If you're so concerned to pick up any kind of a germ or a bug, you're going to become a germphobic. Now, everything today is phobic, but the germphobic. But germphobic is going to tear down the resistance that the body, the natural body got. We used to have an extra element in our body 150, 200 years ago that was built in case you got bad food or something and the body fought it off. We don't have that anymore.
Yeah, it's and the new normal is not normal. I mean, it's just they've got it all wrong, and there's so many conspiracy theories, but there's a lot of stuff that just doesn't make sense.
Absolutely.
I mean, in 1918, we had tens of millions of people die.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yep.
The bubonic plague, the third of the world died.
Yep.
4 million people have died of hunger since the COVID started.
Yep.
Yet I don't want to say only had 100,000 people die from this, and that's a lot of people. But then they're saying that a majority of those aren't even COVID because of the money. It's all about money.
Absolutely. You hit it right on the head. It's all about the money.
It's all about the money.
And you know, the sad thing about it is like I said again, when you create fear in a people or society of people or a country of people or a world of people, you got panic. So remember, I know where panic comes from. There's a couple of my Lord, it comes from the enemy. And always remember that. It comes from the enemy. So those of us that know the truth, we're not going to live in panic. I will not live in panic or fear.
And every commercial is fear. Take this pill and you won't get this disease. Or if you don't buy this insurance, you're going to lose your home and your auto, whatever. It's all fear based selling.
Absolutely. That's exactly what it's based on. So my suggestion to you people out there listening is really start getting your head clear and your soul clear and start thinking and pay attention to what's going on. Look around. Look at people. Everywhere you go, everybody's living in fear. This is one of the areas that's not as prevalent, but I'm all over the country and I see it every day. And there is definitely a society of people who are living in fear.
Yeah, it's a shame. And you know, just listening to the mass media is not healthy.
No.
You have to look at all the different points of view. Not be a Democrat, ignore what the Republican's saying, or vice versa. You've got to get all the facts and make a decision for yourself.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of facts out there. There's a lot of nurses. I interviewed one the other day on the airplane, and she knows that people are writing they died of COVID, and they didn't die of COVID because there's money. You get a lot of money when you say that.
Well, they've caught people filming phony acts out in public, and they were called on it, but they're not going to tell the public that.
No.
So you have to remember, as long as there's a form of fear element there, me, I don't live in fear. If I die, let my Lord take me home. I have not one worry of it. But there are a lot of people that have a reason to live in fear. So my advice to you is get it right, man. You know, get to the truth. Find out what's going on. Don't keep watching TV and all this panic mode and all these people screaming and hollering. I mean, we've got other situations also going on besides just the COVID. It's all part of what's going on in the world. Just pay attention on really what's the reason, what's going on behind the scenes. What are they trying to cover up with this that they're doing behind the scenes? Pay attention. That's what I'm going to tell you. Pay attention.
Pay attention. Well, everybody from Lake Coeur d'Alene. Sounds beautiful, looks beautiful. The people are fantastic. I'm very happy to be here. I'm going to spend a lot more time bringing you some more interviews from fantastic people. And open your minds, people. Don't just do what you're being told. Question it. Be curious. And be fantastic, everybody. Thanks for watching. The presentation is brought to you by Via Drinks. Live the Via life. Proactive hydration, low calories, delicious taste. You'll love it. It's fantastic. Overpopulated cities around the world have caused people to become a greedy, selfish, and litigious society. Would you like to be happier, live longer, never be forgotten, and help make the world a kinder, more civil place? It's actually easier than you think. Every day you're asked, how are you? Instead of saying good, say I am fantastic. It will make you look better, feel great, and reduce your stress. Making the world a better place starts with each person. Please join the Be Fantastic movement today. What you want to be, you can be. Be fantastic.
I met Dr. Fantastic along life's way, and I heard him say, you are fantastic, yes you are. You are fantastic.